Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
We are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Hope I didn't wake you up, Brad. Today we're going to talk about how to use a TENS unit with foot pain. We're talking about pain that might be on the top of your foot, on your heel, plantar fasciitis. We're going to show you correct pad placement. Yeah. At the end of the video, we're going to show you, it's actually not an exercise, it's a massage you can do for your foot, especially if you're having plantar fasciitis.
Yep. A treatment you can do at home to yourself.
Yeah, that's going to be a bonus at the end. Right now, we're going to talk about TENS. If you're using TENS from a TENS unit from another manufacturer, you're going to have to use their instructions.
Right.
Brad and I have used dozens of TENS units. They were all good. Some of them didn't have very good instructions. And that's why we're endorsing one particular brand, the Eye Relieve. They have really good instructions. They have good units. They're FDA approved. They're compact. They're powerful. I think they got the whole package.
Yep.
So if you go to our website, bobandbrad.com, go to the program section. Under the program section, you'll find 3 videos. They're step-by-step videos on how to use the 1313, and that's the number of the unit.
Right.
The 8080 or the 5050.
So one's wireless, one's the introductory level, and then this is the 80, which is we think is probably going to be the most useful for most people.
In our case, yeah. And so we got links below if you want to purchase one of those. So right now, what we'd like to do is to show you where you can place the pads when you have foot pain. The statement we're going to make right away at the beginning, at the outset here, is that there's really no real right or real wrong. I guess there's some real wrongs, but
yeah.
We're going to just give you some suggestions. You try it, you see what works for you, and if it works, you go ahead and use it.
Exactly.
I should mention this is probably really good for neuropathy too, Brad.
Sure.
This is a case where I'd probably try it quite often is somebody with neuropathy.
Yeah, because should we get going here before people fall asleep? Let's start with
the top, bottom of the foot?
Bottom?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Now, on the bottom of the foot is a unique place because you're not going to put pads on the bottom of your foot and then walk around.
Right.
So if you want to manage your pain on the bottom of your foot, it's going to be, you're going to put the pad, the electrodes on and not walk. Your feet are probably going to be maybe in a recliner somewhere where you're not contacting the electrodes because they don't conduct well. You'll find that it can be a little uncomfortable. The unit may jump around on you and beep and tell you there's not good conduction. So
he's going to start off with just 2 pads, right?
Yeah.
From one channel.
And we're going to put a spot right here. The red spot, for example, it could be anywhere on your foot. Let's say this is it. This is a common place for plantar fasciitis. You may want to put right over the top of that pain. Make sure you wash your feet really well.
Yeah.
If your oilies, skin oil is on there, it's going to really not work as well. They won't stick as well. Yep. Also, I found that if you have a lot of callus on your foot and you put the electrode over the callus does not conduct electricity as well as good healthy skin. So you can do it. If it's uncomfortable, it's not working well, you're going to have to move the pad.
Sure.
So I wouldn't put it right there because that's where my biggest callus is. I could go here. Make sure this is as close as I ever want to get. You want to about the same diameter or the dimension of the pad. It should be in between. So I may go there with this. I could go above it.
Sure.
I guess we could go on this side of the ankle on the bottom, and go through that direction. We can see there. There's a lot of different options. You may not want to go on the point of pain. You may want to go and surround it. So maybe put one there and one over here.
Kind of above and below, or you can also go side by side if there's room again.
Yeah.
Which you're starting to get a little tight there, aren't you?
I mean, you could, again, put it on your heel and see how it works. Again, that's a place where there's a lot of callus for a lot of people, including myself. We could go here. I could.
There's more of a side by side.
Yeah. So there is quite a variety. You just have to try it, make sure it manages the pain well, and everything is working well.
Why don't you leave those in place, Brad, and show 2 more. So if you added 2 more pads, Now what it's doing is it's actually forming a little bit of a cross. Or is that an X spread? Well, I guess it depends on how you look at it.
Yeah. So we're going here to here because electricity goes from, now you're not going to have colored electrodes like this.
Right.
We put that on there just for educational purposes for you. They're going to be black or all white.
Yeah, so you want the channel, like this is channel 1,
yep.
the yellow ones. So you can see you want those across from each other, and then channel 2 is across from each other so that they actually form the cross.
Right. So here, you know, the TENS unit here, and we've got 2 wires. Each wire has 2 pigtails, if you will, and they connect up to this. We're just not doing that because it makes it easier for me to move these around efficiently.
And we should mention, when you go to the video on how to use this, when you're watching this video, below it in the description, we have a link towards a PDF, a printout.
Right.
That'll actually have a picture of all these photos of all these different placements. So you only have to listen to us once, then print it out.
Right.
And it'll be able to demonstrate to you where to place the pads.
Should we go on to the Achilles tendon?
Sure. Yeah.
Let's say
that's a good place to start with just 2, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't. Well, we could. There's one option for 4, but here you may want to go right over the top.
Right on the tendon pane.
Yep. Let me get the right channel. There we go. We could put the second one here.
Yeah.
You know, if the pain's maybe radiating this side of the ankle, you may want to put one here. Again, if they're touching, definitely too close. Even that much is too close. You should have that distance. Just a reminder.
A pad's width.
Yep. Again, we could go on the heel.
Absolutely.
But you're going to have to see if it conducts well. Oh. And we could go over here and go on that side if the pain wraps around to the outside of the ankle.
Sure.
We could go here on the outside of that ankle and then go to the inside here, and then
see how it conducts right between the 2 and still hits the pain area there.
Right. So the electricity goes in, and that's the way it works with all these into channel. This will be channel 2, and it goes through your skin to the other one. Doing 2 channels or 4 pads on this,
I think it'd be a little tough.
Yeah. I mean, because unless you go on the heel and go up here, that's probably not going to work.
Yeah.
You could try it, but I have a feeling they're going to have some problems. If they're not making good contact, sometimes it's not comfortable. You can feel underneath the pad, it feels like pins and needles in a way that's not comfortable, and you'll learn that very quickly with TENS.
You'll know it doesn't feel right.
Right.
Now, if you go to the front of the foot, I don't think we need to show the single one anymore. We want to just show all 4.
Yeah.
Because we already went over again. You can put one on the pane, one above the pane, one on the pane, one below the pane.
Here.
One side by side.
Here. Again, if that's the pain area, you're not going to go channel 1 and channel 1 here.
Yeah, because it won't hit it.
Right. It doesn't cross over the pain or like that. So we're going to...
it'll go like this.
Yeah, so we're going to switch these 2 around so that channel 1 goes across the pain, channel 2 goes across the pain, and then you got a larger area if there's a lot of global pain.
Right.
It's a little, it'll wear the batteries out a little more with 2 channels, but if it works better, it's worth it. If you can satisfy your pain management with just 1 channel, that's all I'd use because it's less wires to hook up, more battery power length.
And, I mean, that's why we like the 8080 though too, because it is rechargeable.
Yep.
You don't have to keep buying batteries. The 1313 is a lot less expensive, but it comes with
is it double A or triple A batteries, and you gotta.
I think there's 2 of them or 4 of them.
Yeah.
So that shows our mind there. It's starting to fit.
The old memory effect.
So, I think we covered it fairly well, Brad.
Yeah.
So again,
I think
print out the photos below. So for the massage, if you could show this, Brad, since you have your feet available.
Sure.
We're going to go ahead and show a splaying massage and a circular massage. And this is really good for plantar fasciitis. In fact, it's the one that we recommend. My sister, by the way, has it right now. Did I tell you that?
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I sent her to our plantar fasciitis program because we actually have a program on that too.
Did she laugh at us?
No, I don't know yet. She hasn't said yet, but
make sure you put them back on the plastic pad they came with to keep them clean, and put them back in the box. Cleanliness is very important with keeping these so they work longer and last longer.
And cleanliness is next to something.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Brad.
All right, so shall we say...
first, you want to do like a circular massage? Or
well, let's say you have the pain here. It's maybe from plantar fasciitis. The fibers run this way. We're going to go across. Well, I'll do a cross friction here.
Okay, sure.
Cross friction. If you're not sure which way the fibers go, you could go either way. And the whole point is after you're rubbing pretty deep, and I'm pushing in hard, and it's not creating any sharp pain, then you continue to do it. And after about 30 seconds, if it starts to feel better, it's like, oh boy, that feels better than when I started. And sometimes it might feel a lot better. Then you know you're doing the right thing for sure. And then you're going to do it until your thumbs get tired. You can do it with your fingers, but when your fingers or your thumbs get tired, it takes about 2 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Give it a break, and then come back and do it again later.
If you have a really tender spot right there, work around it first if it's too much to tolerate.
Exactly.
And again, you can do circles. You can do splaying. You want to show what a splay is, Brad? So you can start with your thumbs together and pull them apart. Yeah. That one seemed to help my wife a lot when she had plantar fasciitis.
Did you do it, or did she do it herself?
I think I showed her.
Oh.
And then I went and washed my hands.
She was on her own.
She was on her own.
Bob. Why, Bob? So I like the one with the Achilles tendon, or the pain back here where you actually...
do a cross fiber on it. Oh, that one. Squeeze it.
Yeah, so if we can get a view like this, actually, your thumb here, and then you actually go past the tendon, that rope-like tendon, and you can work in, and
you're going on the sides of it.
Yep, and then you're squeezing in and working that. I've had good success with this. We have a lot of comments with our viewers saying they've had good success with this, and you can work it up and down.
You can work it up and down, and again, do it a couple times a day.
Yep,
it can help take that pain away.
Yep, absolutely. So we could go on with these treatments for quite a while, but this is a TENS video.
Thanks for watching.